a green leaf. On me the cheap, cause I smoke the reef. The green, I let the leaves from through the trees. Oh please, just roll it up. I let the bud, the weed, my only need. I look Chinese, I cough, but I don't sneeze. No cheers, I squeeze, I choke from smoking dope. Cause I can't cope without the Mary Jane. There is no hope. The blunt, just pass it quick. Don't babysit or spit. Don't vacuum hit or you can quit. Shit, the blunt is rolling lit to start up a smoke session. I smoke all night and day, that is my confession. Cause marijuana smoke remain my obsession. My daddy always said I got no direction. Bring up the 20s, I to the 20s, refill it with chronically quick. I remove the seed into the smoking green. You can call me a bean butter, relax when I say that, but smoking green dope. Indo, it's healthy, now my mind's in the zone. Now the chronic and made out my mood to see something another deep hit, now I'm blown. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, cause I smoke the reef. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, cause I smoke the reef. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Drinking on the Everclear, I drink it and leave. Cause the reaper just calls me. Now what you feeling so lovely? Break up the blunt and I fill it with weed and I lick it and brown it up. Me, I'm skunked, me, I'm hungry. Go to the kitchen for munchies. Lay down and watch me some TV. I realize and dip my hands on my tongue. Me, I'm bummed, me, I constantly walk around hot like a zombie. Rather just say it's I'm smoking hot buns cause outside the gym we do something. Wait on the food, I'm smoking so much of the reaper that I cannot cope. I can hold it that don't do the blow, but then shotgun that cover my lung. I'm vegan and tell them my hand begun to surrender my damn motherfucker. Damn, I gon' need me a pound of that sticky green leaf cause I cheap a whole people that power. It giving me power that's most of it, but every hour I smell so illegal. But on the avenue, go. But I be frying my brother, keep dying. I'm so fucking higher than ego. Sitting in my room, cheap and blowing ganja all day long. Break up the motherfucking second bit, load the bone. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, cause I smoke the reef. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, cause I smoke the reef. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, cause I smoke the reef. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf. Me the cheaper, a green leaf.
Down before the British squad, man. Real talk, man. Gucci, I got you. French, I got you. Boy, I got you. Flocko. Mentally ill, please someone call a doctor. 911, it's emergency, go get a doctor. You don't know by now, boy, they call me Waka Flocka. Got a bad habit, I might OD of yappers. Whole bunch of choppers from my enemies. Devil into me, my mind on injury. I'm in front of the jury like I'm guilty. Shouted, tried me, so I killed them off GP. Mom, I'm sorry, I can't let you bury. Don't worry, just commissary. It's some letters plus some phone time, mama. What's the golden rule? Don't turn on my partners. I'ma ride, I'ma live, I'ma die for my motherfucking dog. I'ma rob, I'ma steal, I'ma kill for my motherfucking dog. I'ma ride, I'ma live, I'ma die for my motherfucking dog. I'ma rob, I'ma steal, I'ma kill for my motherfucking dog. I heard a lot of niggas diss dissing me, they let me know they missing me. I've been down for some months, now it's time to make history. With these evil ass thoughts, it feel like Satan just entered me. I'ma pull through this shit, I don't need no nigga to pray for me. I was told to calm down and spit my pain on the mic. I dropped one mixtape, 6 months later my career took flight. All they do is got them hype, love them guns out, make them fight. I go hard in the paint, you can tell that on sight. I'm the mixtape prince, ain't no nigga fucking with me. I'm from Clayton County, Riverdale, was born in New York. Northside Queens to be exact, Bridgeport, we a wolf back. I can taste these niggas' flesh, I can smell these niggas fail. Riverdale, I'ma ride, I'ma live, I'ma die for my motherfucking dog. I'ma rob, I'ma steal, I'ma kill for my motherfucking dog. I'ma ride, I'ma live, I'ma die for my motherfucking dog. I'ma rob, I'ma steal, I'ma kill for my motherfucking dog. Man, sure, grumble sometime this shit hurt. Why they put G baby face on a t-shirt? Meek, I know it hurt, that's just God at his work. Lord, all the real niggas living in the dirt. I'ma ride every chance a nigga get. I'ma squeeze, I'ma let my gun rip. R.I.P. Trav on some real nigga shit. Real nigga click, I'm on my Bridge Squad shit. One lousy ass bully can't fucking stop me. I feel like Rocky when he fought Apollo Creed. I'm a certified G, walk a flock of 2 Street. You can call me concrete, raised by Grove Street. I'ma ride, I'ma live, I'ma die for my motherfucking dog. I'ma rob, I'ma steal, I'ma kill for my motherfucking dog. I'ma ride, I'ma live, I'ma die for my motherfucking dog. I'ma rob, I'ma steal, I'ma kill for my motherfucking dog.
Uno momento.
Shoot first, ask questions last. That's how these so-called gangsters last. Walk a block of flame. Bitch, I'm bustin' at him. Bitch, I'm bustin' at him. Bitch, I'm bustin' at him. Ain't no talking, homie. I'm just bustin' at him. Bitch, I'm bustin' at him. Bitch, I'm bustin' at him. Bitch, I'm bustin' at him. Ain't no talking, homie. I'm just bustin' at him. I been getting this shit back then like my name was Gilly. Roll sumo on my face, call me Flock of Philly. Nigga, what's the deal? Let me know it's bragging. Ain't no cameras around here, nigga, stop that acting. Bitch, I'm about that action. So train them like a fraction. Everybody backing like Nick Minaj ass. Good smell like garbage. Nigga, pay some homage. Did got a hook, now that bitch call me finest. Men say management, shit, that my mother. Yellow got me pussy train, shit, that bit like butter. Bitch, I'm like no other. Rap nigga, you can call me cutthroat extra.
Suicide Boys. Yes, of course. No shit.
Catch me in the back, dog black. I beat that shut up, up, just like the shell of it. My blood, I've been blood, cause I used to be known as a sucker type. And now I'm high like the cherry in my bitch down rap. Cause I am the way, young black, the hurricane. I am the way, it's like red drum, they show blooding. The drill you paid, move out my way, bitch, I'm making a stand. We change the way to remove all the gray. Yeah, cause I took the wind out yourself. Now you tried up it's something, cause I am the way. Full moon, don't get drunk, dry wolf, I tied in the snake's nest on the mango sunset. You can see the blue sky dilute. There's another great cloud in your mind loose.
What do you mean we not running? Cause he took us only 1 year to be underground kings. Straight out of here with the intent to sell. Y'all been doing this shit since the year 2012. What do you mean when you say you don't see us? That greatness around you created by Jesus. But Jesus is me, I'm your Christ, and the lead. Better be careful with bread and the need. Running around town, they'll say, got a murder charge with big cop cars while I'm going off them sandy bars. Don't you fucking reach for life. Bitch, take this knife, take this mouth and cut the lies. Time for the last ride.
Yeah. Yes, Kill Yourself Part 20. I don't want to hear that fucking song. Who wants to kill today? Whoever does, I'll make you a mod. Because I don't fucking care. And anytime you see red-faced fanatical cousin or any variation of red face, shoot him in the head. Someone make Grief the shooter. And anytime you see this person in the chat or any variation of that person, shoot him straight in the fucking pussy. All right? Otherwise, I'm going to unmod you. I ain't got time to deal with everybody. In a 06 Chevy, looking like I'm Bloody Mary, sipping codeine and berry. I'm down the dark when I smoke up and I'm creeping like Frank. Raising the chopper right at your face, and after that I go blank. Just looking at off the hinges with syringes shooting up my bangs. Rather be left alone, I don't care to know your name, huh? All right, Grief, you're now a sharpshooter. Make sure you aim immediately and shoot. Don't hesitate. Anytime you see any variation of this account, shoot him dead. All right? If you don't do that, I'm unmodding you. I need a sharpshooter on my squad, you know what I mean? Was recognized. The sons are black, the sky replaced by the face with giant murder eyes. Christ cannot compare, we cannot say we breaking murder one. Suicide boys can relate to the revelation because we did inside. So we've chosen the state of Louisiana to do our dirty work. So that's what my name is now. We're not in Georgia, so we don't do Georgia law, you know what I mean? I can be Louisiana in the state of Georgia and do Louisiana tings. I can be the state of Florida in the state of Georgia, do Florida tings. I can be a lot of people in the state of Georgia. So fuck what you know, fuck what you heard. For real. Outside in the all black rock. 10 rolled up when I'm out. Say they all wanna live, but I just wanna die. Motherfucker, if you're looking for me, find me in the night. I got nothing, wanna fight, I wanna take your fucking life. We're doing Nolan's things right now, because that's Suicide Boys, you know what I mean? Black cop for the cop, pop a 6-shot block. Then I try to the rocks with me on blood top. Red dot, better drop when I cock. Then I stop, no tune, no plot. Throw him up for the yacht and dock with the side of the skull hanging in the fucking river. Oh, suicide 666 59, so cynical. Got a pound to the ground, I'm dodging. Over to the round, I'm drowning. Cloud to the top of the job, I'm drowning. Swerve in the motherfucking all white crowd, back blue like now. Today's class, everybody, is Anarchy. I'm not going to play anymore right now. We'll get back to that. Anarchy. What is anarchy? What do I mean when I say anarchy? Because some people don't get it. And that's a problem for them, not me. I don't have to acknowledge your way of doing things. I don't have to. I can do what I want to do. That's anarchy. Anarchy is freedom from rules. But there are still rules in anarchy. Because there's only one rule of anarchy, just like there's only one rule of Fight Club. You don't talk about it, right? You don't talk about it. Tonight's a very important night to get it together. So let me call my best friend back and make sure she's listening, because this stream is for her. Excuse me. Listen to me, and I need you to listen to me because I'm on the stream and I'm just going to call you.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Either you will quit or you will not quit, but you won't play with it. So make your decision and just do that thing.
I'm not. It's just the situation.
Just feel me. Just don't worry. I don't care about all the residuals. It's deeper than that. Okay? It's deeper than the conversation we just had. It's deeper than the weed and the oil. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than you standing there. Okay?
Yeah.
It's deeper than you doing what you're doing now. Okay?
Yeah.
So even though it might seem that it's not, either you're holding the line or you're not holding the line. And you literally are holding the line right now.
Oh, I know.
And you're the one who makes or breaks that establishment. So however you want to go about doing that, you do that, sister friend. Now, tonight's lesson and stream is about anarchy and repression, but I'm going to get into all of that. So either you're going to tune in or not. Doesn't really matter, whatever you choose to do.
I am.
Okay, I got your back and you got my back. It's a very important weekend, okay? Hold the line or don't, because somebody's going to freak out Friday
I
night.
know.
Somebody will.
I'm holding it.
Somebody will freak out on this street. Do you understand? So I got to go. I'll see you around what time?
I honestly don't know. Probably closer to 10.
Well, just message me when you know it's getting time, and I'll be, so I can, it takes me about 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be meeting you no matter what. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Let me start here. Let me start somewhere very slow. This stream is dedicated to my best friend. My only friend, honestly. You know. Okay. I have one mod, but I promise you I don't care that much about this shit. So I don't want anyone to be confused that I really have any care about YouTube. I genuinely don't, but I can't prove that to none of y'all. Kind of like I can't prove that I don't care about this house that I live in. Kind of how I can't prove that I don't care about clothes. I'm not going to read the chat furthermore. I have one mod. Actually, I'll make 2 people mod just because I feel like being a generous queen this evening. So I'm going to mod. I'm playing Russian roulette because I know I'm playing Russian roulette. So far, let's see. It's called Get Rid of Red Faces is what it's called. So grief, you're already not doing your job. I told you to get rid of red faces the moment you see red faces. If you like what I have to say, then you can just do what I said, right? Because if you like what I have to say, then you don't like red faces either. I just have one request. That's it. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life, grief. I'm not telling you how to wear your clothes. In fact, take them off. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to tell you how to do your life. Do drugs, don't do drugs. I just want you to get the only thing I want out of you, grief, is to get rid of red faces. And I mean, pa, 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 pa. You're a sharpshooter. You should be able to do it easily without even breathing. No hesitation, pa. No hesitation, pa. No hesitation, pa, 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 pa. Every time you see red faces, pa, 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 pa. I don't care what gun you use. You can unleash an AK into red face's head. I don't care. Whatever gun you want to use, baby. It don't matter. You know the movie The Matrix? Mr. Smith, that's red faces. Get rid of them, Neo. It's your job. It's your job. And you do it well and you'll be fine. Now, I got to leave the chat now, Grief. So you're in charge. I'm walking away. I'm not looking at it. That's what happens when you put somebody in charge and you trust them to carry out one command. I shouldn't have to come check on you to make sure you're doing your job. That's what trust is. No checking on each other. If we trust each other, I ain't got to keep checking on you to make sure. Are you sure? So I'm not watching the chat anymore because I got some shit I got to get off my chest, which is the absolute message to my best friend. This message does apply to everyone else because it will be a one-size-fits-all, but it's mostly going to fit Okama, who is watching live right now from a different location. Okama. This place has the potential to be the best thing that's ever happened to us. Okama. What I mean by that is, Okama, we are about to become very rich. Or, Okama, this place will make us incredibly poor. Everything I'm saying applies to everybody. You too are about to become very rich or very poor. I mean this for everybody, but I'm talking to my best friend first because we live together. I don't live with you to have to make decisions with you. You're not my family. You're somebody who watches me. Maybe you feel me on some tribal shit and maybe we'll meet up one day. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll see each other on the other side of this fucking stream. Maybe there are a few of you out there that actually really do relate to what I'm saying. And it's not me that you're relating to. It's the vibe. I am not the end of the rainbow. I am not the prize. I am just a medium between you and God. That's it. It's up to you to decide, do you want paradise or do you want hell? And whichever one you pick, baby boy and baby girl, is what you're going to have. But you got to pick one. And tonight's the night. If you want hell, you're going to have hell. If you want paradise, you will have paradise. No more wishing upon a shooting star. No more praying prayers that never get answered. Your prayers will be answered. How many of you in your lifetime, I'm speaking beyond Okama, how many of you have had a desire so deep, and it's your little secret, and you just, if you could just, have that one thing, what would it be? You've never told anybody this. It's your most secret, deepest longing, but you've never had it. You've wished and you've hoped and you've prayed. It's that one thing if you could just have. Don't tell me now, because you're going to lie. Let me tell y'all something. There is nothing I can do from me to really, really give myself what I need. And I want y'all to feel me on that. I want you tonight to stop putting so much pressure on yourself to be ultimately happy. Okay? I want you to stop blaming yourself for why you're not happy. If it's just something I just did that differently, I'd be happy. I want you to stop blaming yourself for every relationship that goes south. I want you to stop blaming yourself for what happened to you as a kid. I want you to stop blaming yourself for why your mommy and your daddy got a divorce. I want you to stop blaming yourself for why your dad wasn't there. I want you to stop blaming yourself for why mom was always mad at you. I want you to stop doing that tonight. I'm just here to relieve a little bit of the pressure off of our lives and our minds and our souls that weigh us down every day. And that's just at the bottom of the pile. Because life is piled upon us, upon our heads. Coals, hot coals. Our minds are hot. Our bodies are heavy. And how are we going to make it through this next motherfucking day? Some days feel like a struggle. Feels like you woke up in a bag of sand. Heavy. Dragging yourself from your house, from your apartment, from your trailer. Because we all live in different places, do we not? But are we not all people no matter what we live in? Does it matter if you live in a trailer versus a condominium overlooking the Chattahoochee River? Does it matter if you live in a 3-bedroom, 3-bath house in the suburbs or a little shanty shack in Louisiana? We are just human beings, no matter the dwelling place, correct? I need you to stop being upset that your living conditions are not what you thought they would be at this point in your life. There's only so much you can do to pull yourself up out of any situation. And why do you put so much pressure on yourself? There's only so much you can do to make your life better, baby boo. And I'm saying this to myself too, because I put so much pressure on myself to be perfect. Does anyone else do that? Being perfect? That feeling like you'll never be enough? Tonight we're going to speak gently to each other, meaning I'm not going to kill you tonight, because I'm going to give you one more motherfucking chance to feel some shit. And I want to pull a little heartstring in you tonight. I want to strum a song that hasn't been heard in your own head since you were a baby. You remember when you were a baby? How adorable you were? How fresh you were, clean. You were clean in all ways, you as a baby. There was nothing wrong with you. These are facts. There was nothing wrong with you when you came out. No matter if you cried or not, didn't matter. There wasn't anything wrong with you. Now, there was something wrong, yes. Crying is a natural response to something's wrong. But what was wrong was not you. You didn't cry because something was wrong with you. You didn't cry because you were born fucked up. Now, some people teach, and I was taught, that a baby cries when they come out of the womb because they were a born sinner. So in essence, you're saying that child is guilty of a crime that they don't even know about. Therefore, they need to be punished immediately because they're a sinner. How soon did your mom and dad start spanking you? Is it something good to start to spank an infant? Is it really healthy to spank a baby that's crying when they're 6 months old or 5 months old? They're 5 months old and you're spanking them. Is that good? Do we know why babies cry? Because some people, my parents, just say, I don't like talking about it, but it's true. My parents come from a certain way of thought, certain way of teaching where babies cry because they're evil, not because they need something. Babies cry because God said that all men have sinned and everybody's born a sinner. There is no such thing as innocence. I was raised in that there's no such thing as innocent. No matter what you do, you're a sinner. Even when you get saved, you're still a sinner. So there's nothing that you can do to be good because you're a sinner, no matter what. So you're guilty. You're guilty. You're guilty. You walk around in a cloud of guilt. And you'll never be good enough. That's what being raised Christian is about. How many of us were raised in any element of Christianity? Doesn't matter. It doesn't stop at Christianity. It's all religions. All religions teach, all main religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam teaches that when, as a human being, you're not good. You're not good, and you'll never be good enough. That's the core and the basis of our society. Christianity, definitely as a religion, is the basis of our American society, that none of you will ever be good enough. You just have to keep striving for the glory of God. And who is the glory of God? Well, who is God? Do you believe that? Because is God doing that? What does God really think of you? Seriously, does God love you? Because some people say, doesn't matter what you do, God loves you. So you can do anything and it's okay with God. You know? It's the extremism for me, but we're not worried about that. What does God think when God looks at you? It is very hard for everybody to feel beautiful every day. It is. It's hard for me. It's hard for you to wake up in the morning and feel good about ourselves. It is. I don't want anyone to feel that way. I genuinely don't. I don't want anyone genuinely to feel bad. I genuinely don't want anyone to suffer, but there's not a whole lot I can do to stop what I know is causing suffering. So I mostly every day feel defeated because I can't stop the problem. I can barely stop the problem in me. For example, I have wanted to defeat the desire, something very simple, something tiny, ridiculous, psychotic even. We make up little projects for ourselves, missions that we must complete that nobody knows about, where you can feel like a failure or a winner, just if you accomplish this one thing, your own personal project. Everyone has them. No one knows about it. It's your own secret fight club. I have a secret fight club. It's the most secret of all secret because I have a non-secret fight club, which means it's not a fight club. The realest fight club that I have is with myself, and nobody knows about it. I can sit here in silence and beat myself up, and nobody will hear a sound. As I've said a million times before, I do not need your participation in hurting myself. I don't need your participation in beating myself up. I don't need your help to do that. I've been hurting myself for as long as I can remember. So you're new to my life when I'm my worst enemy. Only I can make myself not do drugs. You know? Now, there was a reason why I started doing them, yes, but it ultimately goes down to me. And that's what we hate, don't we? We hate when the full responsibility of the choice goes down to us. Yes, I've been an addict of many things. Dick meaning one of them. Lots of dick. I too have been a hoe. I too have been a nymphomaniac. There's nothing healthy about that. I don't say that with pride. I just say that as a fact. I have been a nymphomaniac. There's nothing positive about that statement. There's nothing healthy about that. I have been an addict of certain food groups, potatoes and grains. There's nothing really healthy about potatoes or grains. Not really. Potato, in essence, when you eat them, it turns into vodka in your digestive system. So you feel that happy, drunk feeling when you eat potatoes. Of course, it turns to alcohol. It ferments in your bloodstream. So I am an alcoholic just by eating potatoes and grains, because grains make beer. I don't even like to drink beer or vodka. You know why? I eat mine, potatoes and oats and grain. So I decided no more of that. And last night I caved in and I had some potatoes and I felt like shit today. I was angry. I was angry at myself and I felt like a failure because I know I don't want to eat the potatoes anymore. That doesn't mean anything to you because maybe you eat potatoes. But when I'm trying to quit sugar, when I'm trying to quit coffee, and it's just promoted by society like so easily, it's very enraging because I'm tempted by the drug I know I need to quit at every corner. Have you ever tried to quit coffee? It's incredibly difficult to get your energy back and get used to not needing crack rock to wake up. It's hard. It's hard to quit coffee. That's why most people don't quit it. Coffee is the most consumed drug in our society. And it is a drug. I don't take it lightly as I'm sitting here drinking an extra large because I'm a fucking addict. I'm an addict, bruh. I'm a crackhead. Don't you understand? And no one will help me. I'll set up rules in the house. No more coffee. And then I go buy coffee. And then I get mad at everyone for not stopping me. Crackhead behavior. Crackhead alert. Hi, the crackhead says, take the crack away from me. You're right, I need to stop. And so everyone's like, cool, I'm glad you're stopping. And then you buy the crack and then you blame everyone for not stopping you. Dude, I can't police your addiction 24/7. I have a life too. Because you just need somebody to make you stop desiring it. You want the desire to stop. And that's what recovering addicts never tell you. I don't care what it is. Cigarettes, cocaine, I don't care what the drug is. You never stop wanting it. You never stop wanting it. That's what they don't tell you. They say, I stopped, I quit. They never stopped wanting it. That's why addicts who don't resolve their desire for the drug, that's why they tap into other things. Like they quit, I quit snorting cocaine, but now I'm addicted to doing something else. That's not even any healthier. You just rechannel that addiction to another addiction, right? Coffee is not good for any of us. I need to be in a group of people that truly is on the same wavelength. No coffee. Can we be healthy together? We must be healthy together. It's not easy when I'm trying to quit coffee and you're having a cup. It's not easy when I'm trying to quit grains and you're eating a loaf of bread. I need to be in a sober house. And who has to be the first one to do that? I do, bitch, because I live here. That's the problem. I want to go off to some fucking retreat with the environment I need in a lot of different ways. We haven't got to those other ways. We're in the surface level right now. Coffee is not the biggest problem I have. This is just a residual symptom. Okay, now we're going to get into anarchy. Either you feel me on this or you don't. I'm here to be felt, not understood. You can't understand a feeling. Quit trying. I'm just a feeling, bruh. Don't try to understand the feeling that I am. It's nothing to understand. Let me tell you something about what animates you. It ain't you. We're all possessed. I know that I can cause people to do things. I know this. I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. It's like snake charming. I have that effect on Okama, and she has that effect on me. We can make each other do things that other people can't even do at all. We have power over each other, and it's very dangerous. Me and her together are very dangerous. Our power towards each other is dangerous. No one else experiences that unless we turn it outward to you motherfuckers. Take X-Men. Take Storm and Wolverine. Together, it works. But when they're against each other, all of that power that works over here destroys them. So Storm and Wolverine both die. That's why it's very dangerous for Storm and Wolverine to do anything that's anti each other. Because the moment they split apart, they're both dead. It's not cool to be at war. It's not cool to fight. It's dangerous. Very bad things happen. Let me tell you something. This is for everybody, separate from me, but I do have a play in your life because you're watching. So I do have an effect on your life, the way you have an effect on mine. Of course, you're affecting me. I'm affecting you. That's what's so dangerous. What can I affect you to do? And it's a ripple. I can do one thing to you and it lasts a lifetime. I can touch you once at a corner store and that affect your entire existence. Your whole life changes. Ripples. It's the smallest thing that creates the biggest ripple. The tiniest thing, the tiniest phrase said to somebody in passing can change their whole fucking life. So I am very aware of everything that I say to somebody. And I know when I've changed somebody's life. And then you see your power. And then you see your power. You see how heavy power is, but how light it is. Because power is incredibly delicate. Power is delicate. Power is a spider's web. That's what power is. The tiniest touch has the largest impact. These are facts. You have an effect on people. All of you people affect somebody. You make an impact on their life. The reason why you believe that you don't is that you seem to have no impact on your parents. You seemed non-existent to your creators. But beyond all of that, we don't need to delve into childhood right now. It is a fact, as of here and now, you have an impact. Barbarian King, I bring him up a lot. And I'm saying all this for a reason, and I'll get to why I'm saying this. Barbarian King has affected my life. He lives in the UK. My life has changed because of him, yes. Not only because of him, but I'm not going to sit here on this evening and say that Barbarian King has not affected me, meaning made an impact, meaning there was a ripple effect. Yes, Barbarian King has pushed a wave from the Atlantic to me, and I felt that. I feel and know the shape of Barbarian King. You can feel and know somebody through the sound of their voice. You can sonically get the shape of them. That's why when you listen to someone talk, you're not just listening to what they're saying. You're listening to their vocal cords, their vibrations. So yes, the voice is sacred. Your voice is sacred too. And when you speak, that is sacred for me because I know the voice is sacred. So I know that when you speak, that is a sacred thing happening. We're not here to call it good or evil. We're here to acknowledge that speaking is sacred. Everyone's voice is sacred. That is a natural fact. So these are the facts. This is not about good or evil. This is about your voice is sacred. Your voice, right? And that is how I know the shape of Barbarian King. And what I mean by the shape, why I'm saying that is I've never met him in person. I know Barbarian King just from speaking to him, hearing his voice. I know he's incredibly powerful. I know this. It has nothing to do with his YouTube channel. That's what's so funny. And I want Barbarian King to know this until I move on, because I'm going to be on here for a few hours. Tonight is about acknowledging, giving credit where it's due, and standing firm, because this weekend is going to be incredibly volatile. More than last weekend. And we all need to be careful. We need to be careful. We need to take a moment to just sit down, be still. And what do we know when we do that? Barbarian King, this message is for you. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you. I need to know that you are okay. I need to know that. It would make me a little sad if you were not. Genuinely. This is not theater. This is about real connections. This is about honesty. This is about being genuine. This is about being sacred. I'm going to be reading a passage of a book that I found for free in a little book thing, free book exchange. Me and Akama were walking the other morning, and we opened it up. We'd never opened that one up before. And in it were some Aleister Crowley material, books about tarot, and this other book that looked very old called Beelzebub or something. Instead of getting the Aleister Crowley inspired book and the tarot book, I got the Beelzebub book, specifically with the smile of Barbarian King in my mind. And tonight, in about an hour or so, I will be reading a passage from this book. Beyond all that, I need to know if Barbarian King is okay. Because the dream I had about him a few days ago was telling me that he's not so okay and he's battling something. And I saw what he was battling. It's a very old man. I get tormented a lot in my sleep. The last few days, when I went to sleep, I've had nothing short of night terrors. Um, but I've been so used to having night terrors, I don't even flinch anymore. But I've had a lot of dreams that had me fucked up most of the day. I've had dreams that I've never forgotten. I remember my dreams, and I remember this dream about Barbarian King. Dreams are sacred. Dreams are sacred. You should always, always never discard any dream that you have. They're your dreams. They were designed for you. Never ask for an interpreter. Never. Do not ask for an interpreter of your dreams. You know what it means. No one else will ever see your dream, so you cannot tell me your dream and say, what does it mean? You don't want me to tell you. You don't want me to tell you. Everyone's had a dream about dying at least once. Sometimes dreams are telling us what's going to happen specifically. I have a dream about my car breaking down and my car breaks down. Something exact. Sometimes our dreams are trying to explain a phenomena that keeps happening. Sometimes dreams are literal. It's memories of the past. Symbolic, yes, but not really. Dreams are never symbolic. That's what's so fucked up about it. Are we not coming out of war together? I'm sorry to my generation. We are a war-torn generation. We got bullets for days in our bodies. All of us. I'm sorry to all of us. I'm sorry to all of us. I know that when I say that, I'm met with some level of resistance because this is all you've ever known and you've already accepted it as your fate. You distance yourself from the full reality of it, the world that we grew up in. And that's what makes me sad, mostly for us, my generation. We don't know anything else to do. We are the most discarded generation of all time. And that's why we're just called X, Y, and Z. I have to say this, even though I know my generation. I can feel you resisting this. You know it's bad. You've been knowing it's bad most of your life, but you just kind of accepted it, you know? What else are you going to do, you know? Just going to have to go with it and like survive. And now here we are in 2022. Look at what we've been through, please. Can we take a moment of sacredness and quit the silliness? We can play dodgeball later. Once we get done with this conversation, we can go on the playground, I promise. But right now, we need to have a serious chat. And it's very rare that I have that with my generation unless I pin you down and sit on top of you and tell you to shut the fuck up and listen to what I got to say because I give a shit about you, bitch. I'm not trying to hurt you by having this conversation. I'm trying to help you. But you keep resisting, so I have to just sit on top of you. You know? You're not free. 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 None of you are free. This is as good as it's going to get for us. What sign do you have that your life is going to get any better with age? I just need you to tell yourself that. Maybe jot it down in a notebook or something. This is not about you telling me. My generation is gone, man. Dying and dying and dying all around me. Dying and dying and dying all around me, bro. Do I know everybody that's dying? Nah, man. But when I hear how many drug overdoses is happening, when I know how many of my generation's on hard drugs, and it's just been normal to me, that hurts my feelings for real. Just drugs, just drugs. That's all we're talking about right now is just drugs. Is that the worst thing? No, that's symptomatic of a deeper rooted problem. Heroin, fentanyl. I mean, how many drugs do we need? Who's on these drugs? Most of them, most people that I meet going out downtown are on drugs. Everyone's just a functioning drug addict. Go to work on drugs, get off, do drugs. That's not the worst thing. That's a symptom. So I don't really care about the drugs. I don't put a lot of my energy on the drugs. But it is sad that that's all we have to cope. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of sad, bro. I know it's sad. I know it. I know it's sad that I need marijuana to cope with the day. It is sad. I don't like it. I don't like needing it. I don't like needing it, bro. I'm an addict too. I don't like needing coffee. I don't like feeling like I need it. But I sometimes don't feel like I got enough energy, bro. That's just that simple. And I don't feel like I can get calm enough on my own around people. So I need to smoke a little herb to make my head clear. Because the demons, bro, the demons, they attack me all day. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I'm dealing with demons. I can't live stream it. You should see what I go through in my mind all day. If that could be televised, that would be an interesting stream, more interesting than anything I've done on this motherfucking channel. If you saw the demons I deal with all day, you would think that the demons would go, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, motherfuckers. When we talk about conquering demons, and I'm not worried about my pussy, that's just how I see it. I want everybody to be nude at least for 24 hours, at least once in your life, just to experience it. Walk around your house naked if you live alone. Just get used to, just experience being naked and just feel that cleanliness of that. I don't sit like this to be sexual. I lived at a nudist colony. I need everyone to, that's why, naked, like I'm a nudist at heart. Okay. If you were all sitting here naked, I wouldn't really fucking care. Don't care. I don't care about nakedness. I don't care about it. I don't trip on it. For the record. So some of y'all gonna have to mature. I know it's the angle, but if you were sitting in front of me, this is what it would look like, because this is how I see it. Don't care. How you sit doesn't make you a good or bad person. So let's get out of the posture shit. Like sitting up straight with your legs closed makes you a good person. No, it don't. You know how many evil bitches I've met who sit with their legs closed and straight up and down? Evil, evil bitches. I know I'm not a shitty person, so I guess, if you sit like this, you're a loving person. Because I know I'm a loving person. So I sit with my legs open. Doesn't mean I'm trying to fuck everybody. I'm just open to people. You know what I mean? You all closed off and shit. Closed off. I have open body language. This is open body language. Like I'm open to connect. It's not about sex. It's just being open to somebody's energy. I'm connecting with you. Whoop-de-doo. What's so scary about the bitches all closed off all the time? You closed off looking ass bitch. All closed off. All, you know what I mean? Ain't nobody scared around here to have a conversation. Bitch, you scared of having a conversation, but you got a rifle. You know what I mean? What's up? That's what we're really talking about. Bitches can't have a conversation. Bitches cannot have a conversation. Me and Okama have worked very hard. Shout out to Okama if you're still watching this. Me and Okama have worked very hard at having a good conversation. It's a work of art. It's a work of art. Now, this is not a conversation. This is a monologue. And it's not as easy as it looks, by the way, because it seems like, well, it's just easy for you to sit over there and talk, because there's nobody to stop you, meaning it's not a conversation, because a conversation means at some point you got to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? In a conversation, I know how to shut the fuck up, by the way, in a conversation. In fact, most conversations that I have without Okama, is me shutting the fuck up. The only two people that I feel like I can really have a conversation with, meaning I talk and then they talk and then I talk and then they talk and then I talk, or whatever order it starts, is my sister and Okama. And even those conversations have taken time to build, to get to having a good flow of conversation. A good flow of conversation. That's a work of art. Have you ever talked to somebody and you're having a conversation? This is not a conversation. So yeah, I can mow over you because this is a monologue. This is a motherfucking monologue. I'm the comedian on the stage. None of you are the audience. I pause for you to laugh. And then I keep going. You know what I mean? I pause for your crying. I pause for the audience to take a breath. But I keep mowing over you because I'm Kevin motherfucking Hart. You feel me? I'm a late night talk host. You know, like I monologue. This is not a conversation. You know. Now, the art of the conversation is, we're just going to be very mathematic right now and very basic, very shallow people. Let's just be super shallow. The art of the perfect conversation. Hello. Hi. What's your name? And this is called I've never met you before conversation, because there's I've already met you and now we're going to have a conversation and now we've just been talking and now we're still talking. Or there's I just meeting you. Hi, what's your name? My name is da da da. Cool. And then they don't ask you what your name is back, right? Something that simple. You're meeting a stranger. You say, what's your name? And they say, blah, blah, blah. And then what do you wait on them to ask you your name? This is the questions. These are the questions that make somebody what they are in a conversation. Because does that person really have interest in you? Like you approach that. Who approached you? Did you just meet in the middle? Hey, what's your name? My name is da da da. What's your name? Da da da. If they're interested in you, will they not ask you questions? Will they not? What usually ends up happening is you meet somebody and you say blah 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 blah. You just start telling them shit about yourself, or they start telling you shit about themselves, right? Did you ask them? And some people just take over the conversation, right? What does this have to do with anything? This is the only thing that's happening is a conversation. Is a relationship not a conversation that just keeps going? It's just a conversation. What is a relationship without a conversation? And what is the conversation of a relationship? That is the question. That is the question. A relationship. A friendship, does that not involve conversating? We're talking about talking. If there's one thing I've realized that my generation sucks at, it's communicating. Literally, I don't know if anyone else in my generation has experienced how difficult it is to effectively communicate with our generation. It's like, the conversations are always misconstrued. There's always a misunderstanding. Always. You can't just have a conversation with somebody. There's always there. It's a miscommunication. They took what you said the wrong way. They mistranslated it. There's an argument. And you don't even know how it happened. Like, this is something I said. Like, what's the fucking deal? And then you try to explain yourself. You try to explain yourself because you realize they misunderstood this one thing I said. Then you spend an hour explaining to them that one thing, and you realize, wow, this is going nowhere because I say blah, 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 and you took it the wrong way. So now we're going to spend an hour explaining how you took it the wrong way, meaning we're not making any progress. Like we're not going anywhere. All we're doing is doing Google Translate on each other for hours and hours. And literally, there's never any progress. Like, we're not moving. Like, you keep misunderstanding, and then we're not, and it's like, that's what misunderstanding means. It's like, I'm just telling you something. Let's just say I'm just saying something as simple as I'm going to the bar and you got offended. It could be anything. Anything I say, you got offended. And then it's like, now the conversation is like being weird. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what I meant by that, blah, blah, blah. And then 3 hours later, like, we're just problem solving. It's like doing IT all fucking day. Like, can we just have an unproblematic conversation? Like, all this drama. Like, I am an over communicator. I over communicate because I understand a lot of things are always misunderstood. And then people read. I've had so many people read. There's people who read between the lines of what you're saying, and there's nothing there. For instance, this is something me and Okama have been working on, just in terms of really understanding each other. Like, so there's no confusion. Nobody's getting offended and taking something the wrong way. For instance, I'll say something and I say it to the point like, we need da da da. And then somebody takes it the wrong way, like I'm trying to blame them for da da da. Nobody's trying to blame anyone. It's just we need to do this. But everyone's always having these secret slights and secret offenses, like, oh, you're trying to blame me. You're trying to blame me. Blah, blah, blah. Can a bitch, it's like, I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. I realize that, like, there's something either wrong with me or wrong with everybody else. Because when I speak, bitches get offended. Like, I'm one of the few people that really gets Okama offended. She does get offended at me a lot, by the way. Don't get it twisted. You know how many times Okama has gotten upset at me about something I said? A lot. All the time. For me, shit Okama says never really bothers me. It's shit that she does. It's shit that she does. And I'm like, why did you do that? And then it's just an ongoing thing over dumb shit. Just dumb. And it's like, this is the friendship, right? This makes up a portion of our friend. I'll just say our friendship. You know, misunderstandings. And a lot of this has everything to do with rooting out issues. But it's like, it's what me and her both have been asking. At what point can we just communicate and nothing is being misunderstood here? Now, I will say this. When you're dealing with irritations from other shit, a lot of times that gets funneled into your relationship. The world, you're dealing with all these people over here. I totally understand the honey, I'm home shit. The husband's been at work all day dealing with bullshit. And then him and his wife start fighting. How much of that fight is because they're at odds with each other and it's not just because he's taken that energy from work, his irritation at work, home with him? You feel me? And then she's been at the house all day, if she's a stay-at-home wife, irritated at shit at the house. So then you just take out that irritation on each other. How much of the relationship is that shit? A lot. It's really hard to go to work and separate yourself from that work environment and then come home and forget about it when you, honey, I'm home. Like, that's hard. Like, you just been at work all day with the motherfuckers who get on your fucking nerves, sick of these motherfuckers. Then you want to go see your wife. But by the time you get to your wife, it's like, I'm not even in the mood for anything but to sit in this chair and be quiet. Then that affects the wife because the wife's been waiting on her husband all damn day. And when she gets home, he's just not even in the mood for her. He just wants to be quiet. And then she feels like he hates her. And then there's an argument. There's a lot of shit that goes in. It's just really hard to say which angle the demon's coming from. Because nobody ever gets rid of them. Nobody, bringing me back to demons, nobody has ever gotten rid of any demons. They never go away. I still deal with demons daily, bitch. They don't go away. The idea is at some point, the voice, the thought, the desire, I call it a voice, but it's a thought. You're ugly. You ain't shit. Like all the demonic voices. You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit. I hear this shit all day. I hear the voice. My mind, I don't have a mind where I'm only hearing positive thoughts about myself. Like, you're beautiful, you're kind, you're loving. The only thoughts I hear about myself are negative thoughts. You ugly, you fat, you ain't shit, you ain't ever gonna be shit, you a failure, you a loser, you weird, you lame, you da 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 da. It all day. Literally all day. They never go away. I'm just used to living with them now. And I just talk back to it. That's all I do. Talk back to that voice. You ain't shit. You ain't ever gonna be shit. Oh, really? Oh, really? Let's talk about it. And I start talking to it. That's how I deal with the demonic voices in my head. Now, how do you deal with yours? They're never gonna go away. That movie Fight Club, that's what it is. Fighting with those people in your mind. There's a lot of people in my mind. They talk shit. My dad, it's the spirit of my father, the spirit of my mother, the spirit of my grandpa, the spirit of my grandma. The spirit of a lot of people is in my head a lot, telling me all the things they think about me. So I be talking shit back to them. Really? I'm ugly, really? Tell me more about that. I woke up from a nap to clean my kitchen. I went to the bathroom, and there's that evil mirror. And I happened to look in it, and the first thing I heard was, "You is an ugly son of a bitch." And I said, I had been hearing this my whole life. Every time I look in the mirror, I hear, "You's an ugly son of a bitch." Excuse me? Can a bitch have anything? No, she can't. That's why it's a weird juxtaposition for me to deal with the demon voice of "you ain't shit, you ugly as fuck" all week while I'm by myself at this house, to when I go out to the bar, people tell me, "You're so beautiful." Really? I've been hearing "you an ugly son of a bitch" all week in my house, looking in the mirror. So I don't know what's true. I don't. All I hear in my head is "you ugly, you ugly." I've been hearing that since as long as I can remember. So when people tell me I'm pretty, I find that to be quite kind of funny. Kind of funny. But it also has a lot to do with how they treat me, because they say I'm pretty, right? Isn't that a girl's? Let's get into physical attraction real quick. I'm trying to put my feet somewhere. There we go. It's a little girl's dream to be considered pretty, right? How are pretty people treated? I guess it's this weird idea that if you're pretty, you get treated better with more love and care. And ugly people are, it's a very archaic thing to believe. It's very archaic, very medieval to believe that pretty people, it's like gay science, like very mythology based, like pretty people are treated with more respect and love. No, they're not. You know how many people are told that they're pretty and don't feel pretty? They don't feel pretty. Like, you know what feeling pretty feels like? You know what people say, "I feel beautiful. I feel beautiful." What does feeling beautiful feel like? What does that feel like? Like, can you please go into some depth there and describe what feeling beautiful feels like? I'm sick of that angle. Plus, I feel like I'm screaming. It's a spatiality thing. Feel better when y'all are in my lap. Like a little baby. Oh, let me see what's on my phone. Oh, shit. This changes a lot. Oh, God. I am not supposed to go out tonight. Oh, God. I'm not. Oh, fuck. I can't. This is the problem. Oh my God. Damn it. See, here's a scenario. I do not want to go out tonight. The plan is to do this stream and then go get Okama. But just now, I get invited to go out by somebody that's usually working. So now they're asking me, do I want to meet her at the bar? And I would only be going for her sake, not even for me. And that's the problem. I feel like I have to go for her sake. And that is my problem. That is my problem. Like, I feel like I have to go. Like, I just feel like I have to, like, because she's asking me, I feel like I have to. It's that weird thing. And then because I feel that, I'm like, do I want to go? Because I don't want to go, but I feel like I have to go. Then this is one of my life's problems where I feel like when somebody asks me to do something, a lot of times I feel like I cannot say no. And I'm like, what is up with this? Of course you can say no. What is your fucking deal? But it's like this tugging feeling that I'm like, feel like it's just lassoed me. And it's like, I feel powerless to say no. And I don't want to go. I don't want to go, but it's because of who's asking me. I feel bad if I don't go see her. You know what I mean? I feel bad. And then I'm like, but I don't even want to go over there. Because then I got to drink. I have to. Like, and then I don't want to. And then it's just these things with these people. And these relationships. And then you can't say no to people. And then you don't even know what you want to do anymore because you just say yes to the mess. And then I'm just swallowed alive by these people and I don't even want to deal with it. And then I feel like I want to go now. And then I'm like, just go. And I'm like, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I'll go out tomorrow night. And I feel like I'm going to have to go. I want to, though. This is my life on drugs. I just want. It's like, why? Because will we have a conversation of depth and meaning? I want to have that. That's the thing. I want to have that. But it's like, I meet people and it's like pulling teeth to have a goddamn connection with them. And how long does the relationship have to drag out before you have a goddamn deep conversation with their fucking ass? Never. Meetings and meetups and talks and like doesn't ever go anywhere. Like, I don't want to just hang out just to hang out, bro. Like, I'm 35, man. Can we have a meaningful conversation? Can we matter to each other? Like, I don't like being treated casually in somebody's life. Like, oh yeah, I'm just the girl you call when you need to have a drink with. Like, I'm more than just a cocktail at the bar. You know what I mean? And that's the problem with the bar scene. Like, you meet people who just see you as somebody to have a cocktail with. Like, I don't even like drinking like that. You know what I mean? Like, I go out to have conversations with people. I don't go out for the sake of alcohol. Like, let me go have some alcohol. Like, bitch, I could drink alcohol at my house. Like, I go out to socialize. And then there's drinks to like fucking loosen everyone up. But it's like, I don't want to fucking just go drink. Just let's go get drunk and shit-faced. Like, can we have a conversation? No. And I am mostly disappointed in most people. Now I'm feeling disappointed. Oh, I knew this was going to happen. I did. I had a dream about it when I was napping. It was me at the bar. It was actually me and a live stream in a bar. And then she called me. And now this is what's happening. It's like a fucking nightmare I can't get out of. My high is ruined. I can't. People form these attachments. Like, I have not gone out to form attachments. Not really. That's been it's like, I go out and I meet these. This is why I'm highly annoyed. This has been the vibe of today. I go out, I sit there, I meet people. I'm okay meeting people. I'm not anti-meeting people, but it's like there's these attachments are formed. This fucking thing is formed, and then it's like it goes nowhere. And I'm like, then leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I don't like the feeling of being used. Use me. Like, I'm not into that. I'm not, it's like people don't try to get to know you. Like, that's what I hate. That's what I hate. Like, it's always one-sided. Like, I want to get to know people. Like, I put the effort into like knowing them as a person, but they don't want to get to know me. And then they also are uncomfortable with me getting to know them. Like, they don't want a connection. So my antisocialness is based off of, if I'm going to be hanging out with people, I want to have a real connection with you, not some fucking superficial, fucking lame ass, fucking usury relationship where you hit me up every now and again. I just want deep people around me, like we for real connecting, like. So I feel like I live on a motherfucking island, an energetic island, like me, my sister, and Okama. Like, because when I leave this house, I'm a certain energy, and I can meet people. Yeah, people say hey to me. Like, I talk to people, but it's like we're not really connecting. Like, so I end up hating this place. This is one of the worst places that I've ever lived. Honestly, I've been trying to be like, what is it about this place? Like, this is the worst place I've ever lived. Help, SOS, please. Like, help me get the fuck out of here. Help us all get the fuck out of here. Like, help us, please. Like, this is the worst city on earth. I swear to God. And nobody's going to come and save us. Help us. We're stuck here, bro. Like, we need help. We need to get out of here. It's true. I need to get the fuck out of here. I do. I feel that. This place, man. I woke up from my nap and I also was like, oh my God, I'm in Georgia. Help. I can't believe it, because I walk around. I try to keep a Florida state of mind or a Texas state of mind, or just a fucking, now I don't live here state of mind, because this place is horrible, bro. I got to go to my happy place just to survive in this little city. I can't like be really about what's here, because it's so fucking sick. It's so fucking sick. I feel like it'll kill me. That's how sick this city is. It's a sick fucking place. I'm not exaggerating. It's a sick fucking place. I know it because I've seen it. I've seen the shit that goes on here. It's sick. It's not because I just stay in my house and I don't go out and see. I know what goes on in this city. It's some sick fucking shit. It's corrupt on every level. There's no government that's gonna fucking get rid of this fucking disgusting shit that goes on here. It's goddamn literally the worst place on fucking earth, bro. It's evil. There's wickedness and evil in this place, and it's not on the news. They don't even put it on the news. There is no news out of this city, bro. You know why? Because there's so much fucked up shit that goes on here. If the NBC or CNN or one of your favorite national news were to spotlight this city, people in America would be like, really? That little place was doing all that? Yes. You never hear about Columbus, Georgia on the news. They keep this shit locked the fuck down. No news out of this bitch. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's how wicked this place is. That's why I never wanted to come back here. This is my biggest horror every day, being here. Houston, Texas makes this place, like Houston looks like goddamn an angel compared to this place. I can say from personal experience, this is the worst place I have ever lived. Okama can say from experience, this is the worst place I've ever lived. She's ever lived. Considering she lived in Fort Lauderdale, she lived in Tampa, and she lived in motherfucking Houston and High Island with me. She's lived where I've lived. She lived in San Antonio too. She lived in Missouri. We've lived a lot of places, and this is the worst place. And who do I vent to but the rest of the world? I can't vent to anybody here. Don't you understand? I go out in my city and I try to vent to the locals about how shitty this place is. They're like, it's great here. We love it here. Dude, what the fuck? Something's in the water. Everyone's a zombie here. You know The Walking Dead was filmed in Georgia for a reason? Because that's the people here. They don't even know how bad it is. They're like, it's great. It's great. And it's just horrible. And the culture's horrible. The culture is horrible here. This place needs to be treated like Iraq and be invaded and liberate us. Help. 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 Help us. The government's FEMA's not coming. The National Guard's not coming. They're not going to help us, bro. Help. 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 No one's coming because no one believes us. No one believes me. I'm like the only voice out of this bitch. Like, beam me up, Scotty, help. I'm putting SOS signals out, bro. Like, help us, help us. Everyone's just watching, passing us by. I'm like, oh, Columbus. Nothing to see there. Yes, there is. Help, please. You drove by the crime scene again. The FBI is like, I keep sensing there's a crime scene. I just can't see it. It's here. It's right here. Hello. Hello. Help us. I got the chills saying this. This is the most evil, wicked place. Like, this is an evil place. I feel more at danger here than I did when I lived on High Island, on a beach out of a tent with no weapons but a baseball bat, and it was black as night. I feel more in danger here than I did there. Living in Houston, Texas, bro. I feel more in danger here than I did when I lived in Missouri and New Mexico, like in some really rough areas, like really rough areas. This place is scarier to me than those places. This is not a good place, man. So when I go out to the bar, I'm very careful. If you come to this city and you treat it casually, I've been trying to tell that to these motherfuckers, these dudes that are not from here, because there's two types of people that live in Columbus, Georgia, locals and military. Locals can also mean they're children of military whose parents ended up settling here when they got out of the military. And so those children of the military grew up here. And it's nothing good that happens here. Locals, it's great here. We love it here. I have to tell the military, be careful here. Because they just come in eyes wide shut. Like, it's a little quaint little know-nothing ass town. There's no dangers here because some of these dudes come from bigger cities. So if you're coming from Texas, you come to a place like this, you think it's shit. You think you can just take a dump on it and it's not going to bite back. You know, because you're like, this is some podunk little Georgia town. It ain't shit. I'm from Texas. I get that. I get that, bro. I get that you're from Texas. I'm from Texas too, because I moved there from here. But I've always known to be very careful in this city. Be more careful here than in Houston. I was wilding in Houston when I lived there. I wasn't worried about nothing. I lived in the hood and everything. Be careful here, bro. These people are a different breed of people. This is some other shit. The state of Georgia is some other shit. And you should be careful anywhere. You should be aware. But I'm just simply saying these military dudes come in here with this la 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 attitude, like, I can do whatever. I can do whatever here. It don't matter. Oh, yeah, it does, dude. Like, do you not know what this city is? Like, what the fuck? You know what this city's designed to do? This is an old place, bro. It's been doing its thing for a long time. Like, your whole life can get fucked up by this city. In the smallest of ways. Your soul can get ripped anywhere. But I don't know why people come here. Like, it's military I'm talking to. They come out of basic, all big and bad. They gone through their ranger school. They're like, yeah, I can conquer anything. Then they come to Columbus. I'm like, dude, your whole life can be destroyed by Columbus, Georgia. Doesn't matter if you graduated ranger school and you feel invincible. All it takes is meeting the wrong bitch on the wrong night at the wrong bar. And it don't matter if you graduated ranger school and you're not scared of anything. Just fuck the wrong bitch, bruh. That's the only thing that you should be afraid of, really. All this military training to not be afraid of the big bad whoever the fuck. Pop, pop, pop. Dude, the scariest thing should be fucking the wrong bitch. Are you aware in this city, this is one of the big cities where underage girls run around? And you know who's getting them fake IDs? Former cops. There's a lot of bitches out here that I thought were 20 something too, 25. And they're not even legal. And how many dudes that are of age has she had sex with that she could use against you? Bitches out here are not 21, bruh. Bitches out here are not 18. Y'all just be out here wilding. Now I'm just doing a local strain. This applies to anywhere though. Be smart. See, when I meet these military dudes, this is a real thing because this is my real life. Getting outside the mystical shit. I be telling these dudes because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be out here. My personality is I care. I can't like not care. I be telling them like la 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 la, trying to put people on game, and they always brush me off. It's fine. All right, dude. You know what? Then I just won't care. Because that's all I can do is care. So it's like, just leave me alone. Because when you come to me, I'm just going to be a caring person and give a fuck about your existence. Then you act offended because I'm ruining something for you. This is reality. Like, what do you think is going on? The problem is, y'all just don't be taking anything serious. That's the thing. And what you choose to take serious doesn't matter at all. Like, it's nothing to be taken seriously. And then the shit that you should take serious, you just kind of like, right now I'm deciding if I'm going to go meet her at the bar. Once again, I don't want to go out tonight. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to be in that environment because I have to be in a certain frame of mind to go to the bar. Yes. I don't just walk in like all willy-nilly. I have to put on I literally go in that bitch like I'm preparing for fucking war because that's what it feels like. A sexual war zone. I'm very sensitive to people's fucking energies. So I don't like crowds. I don't like crowds. And I could do a whole stream of why I don't like crowds and get into all the molecular details of what a crowd is and what it means to me. It's a lot of people I don't know. That's what a crowd is. Is it a crowd? I mean, define crowd. Like, okay, is it a bunch of people I know and feel comfortable with because I know them? No, it's a bunch of people I don't know. In fact, I don't even know who's going to be there. It's not like it's a party at a house where I'm aware of some of the people who will be there. I'm going into a situation blind. Like, I don't even know who's going to be in that bar when I walk in. So I'm going in blind every time. And there's a lot of triggers in that bitch. There could be people I've already dealt with because now I've already been going for so long. I've already had relations with people. The first night I went in, I was nervous. Like, I'm not going to sit there in front. Like, I don't like those type of situations. It is very intimidating on a certain societal level. And it's not like I haven't been to that bar in 20 years, right? Doesn't matter. It might as well be a new bar because the bar that I used to go to is no longer that bar because there's different people working there. So it doesn't matter if I remember going to that bar in 2007, 8, and 9, 10, 11, whatever the fuck. It's a new bar now because I haven't been there in 10 years. So when I first started going out, the first night I was nervous because I'm going into a bar by my fucking self. I'm going into a bar by myself to see a bunch of people that I don't fucking know and to sit there. There's a certain level of humiliation that goes into being alone at a bar and be a female. And then you go sit at the bar by yourself. And then it's like you're easy prey because, oh, it's a single lone female. So there's a certain thing that certain people hone in on. They're like, make sure you're not too lonely on the inside. Because you think you're in control of yourself and then suddenly you're not, you know? There's been many nights that I've headed out to that bar and I had no desire that I felt personally to meet anybody or be into anybody. And then by the end of the night, I'm suddenly attracted to this person. And I say, what the fuck? Because when I went to the bar, I didn't have any like desire for any relations or anything. I just was going out, you know? And then by the end of the night, it's like, I'm in love with you. Like, what the fuck? And then your whole life can change because that person is now a part of your life, you know? Just one encounter on one fucking Friday night. And now they're a part of your fucking ambiance. And how do I get rid of that fucking shit? Each person leaves an imprint. That's why before I go out, that's why I'm not ready. Because I know I'm going out Friday. So there is a level of preparedness in myself. I know I have a whole ritual that I do all week to prepare for Friday night. That's how serious I take me going out and socializing and drinking alcohol. Meaning I have to eat as clean as possible all fucking week to absorb the amount of alcohol into my body on Friday and Saturday. Because I am binge drinking. I don't ever say I'm only going to have 3 drinks. That's how I started. When I first started going out, I said I'm only going to have 2, 3 drinks, and I stayed to that. It's turned into 5 and 6 and 7 sometimes, depending on who makes them, but I can easily throw them back. Easy. The bartenders in one bar filled my liquor up this much, and they see how easy I can knock it back. So they're like, oh, shit, you want another? You want another? They're going to keep asking, do I want another? And I always say yes. I never say no. At a certain bar. At the other bar, they don't ask me, do I want another? I have to go to them. But there's one bar where they ask me. They look for me and say, you want another one? Because I sit at the bar. Be careful where you sit in the bar because somebody's going to enable you more than you. If you sit away from the bar, people may not come to you and ask you, do you want another? So if you sit at the bar, you better be prepared to be able to say no to your addiction. Because I'm not. I just let myself drink as much as I want to and see how far I'll go every time I go out. It's a little game of Russian roulette with alcohol. So I don't go out to the bar casually. That's a goddamn sexual war zone. It's very easy to fall prey to a lot of shit when you go out for a night of drinking, especially in a city like this as a female. There's a lot of dick available. It's dangerous to be a female in Columbus, Georgia. Just as much as it's dangerous to be a male in Columbus, Georgia, specifically military. It's dangerous for him and me. I don't be dealing with local guys. I don't be having talks with any local guys. The only dudes that I be talking to for real at the bar are military. And that's what makes this dangerous. It's a very toxic combination. The quote local girl and the military guy. Because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. Still haven't made my decision if I'm going out tonight or not, because I shouldn't. I don't feel prepared for that. But it's calling me. In fact, before she asked me, I already felt it calling me. Come out Thursday night. Just come out. And I said no. But it's calling me. It's calling me out tonight. And usually I just give in. I'm like, all right, I'll just go out, whatever. For some reason, I just don't feel like I should. Just don't feel like I should. But I hear it. I hear it saying, come out, come out. I hear it. I feel like I could, but I can't. I don't want to. It's just a damn I'm experiencing this in real time. It's like I feel like I have to. Like it's this fucking like, you must come out, bitch. I feel it very strong, and I don't like that shit. Something that simple. And see, I know that if I do go out, it's not casual for me. If I do go out, there's going to be a conversation. There's going to be an encounter that is had that's going to alter my evening and my next day, because I'm going to be interacting with a certain energy that I'm postponing dealing with until Friday. And I'm like, do I really want to ruin my Thursday night? You know, should I just give myself over to the beast? Because that's what it's saying to do. Just give yourself over to the beast, because it's a vibe shift. You hang around a certain person, they'll shift your vibe. You know, I got to use the bathroom really quick. Excuse me. This is like making me nervous. Like I'm genuinely nervous.
You from a balcony building the blue lawn chairs next to the ice chest of 2 grams in the blood that we just blew. Now I'm getting blown by a bitch who I don't know her name. Gold chain hanging, got a few in the room, but I don't wear them out. Only cover them in the house, cause I shine so bright that I wanna blind you. Who New York snow, but they melt and the summer is true. Cold as a polar bear, chillin' with thunder and stick. I'm surrounded by 2 lives, got me about 2 kids, got me about 2 scripts, fill up with docs. Smoke covers all around my fucking body. I murdered this bitch named Mighty, yeah, I shot them. Still got the shovels that we digging all night. Who you in the caddy, told them shout the light right, cause I'm digging it. Cause what was a good day has turned into the usual, bagging up black like a funeral. I'll stop this.
Murder for the cops through the motherfucking 7. 6 bodies dropping, nobody with the heavy. Block stay high when I'm creeping with the weapon. Gotta keep the pills in me, I'll be closing my depression. City of the crescent, riding with a Smith and Wesson. Got a motherfucking when I hit him.
The reason why this situation is, it's the whole thing is like, well, just go out and meet her, you know, because I have a rapport with this person. I'm describing a situation where you feel like you know, everybody deals with this whole thing when somebody hits you up and you feel like you can't say no, but you go along with it, but you don't really want to type of shit. And it's like you end up being a people pleaser and you don't know why. Like, why can't I just not say no? This is an example of that. It's just in real time. I get hit up by her. I don't have an issue with her in the sense of seeing her. It's just like I already was on the trajectory of I'm not going out. This was my personal plan for this week. And I'm going to go out Friday and Saturday. She is not on that trajectory. So she hits me up and is, you know, suddenly like, I'm going to be out tonight. And she's never usually out because she's usually working on the weekends. She's dropped her kids off somewhere else. She has kids. And I know she just wants to let loose. I don't feel like doing that tonight. And I know if I hang out with her, she's going to want to get a little buck wild. And it's just the thing of the timing, you know. So it's like, well, just do it for her. It becomes a do it for her sake. I do that a lot. I do it for her sake. I have this a lot with other people that are not Okama and my sister. Like I do things for their sake and I don't even want to because I'm just like, trying to be nice, like, okay, you need somebody to, do this with you. Like, okay, I'll be that person. But I don't really want to do it. So I end up kind of resenting them when I say yes to do it. And it's kind of fucked up when I could just say no. But then it's like, if I say no, then I know that they were wanting me to do that. So I'm in essence disappointing them. It's either I disappoint myself or I disappoint them. It's always like a sacrificial thing. You know what I mean? And who do I care more about in this moment? Disappointing her or myself? Because I also hear, well, it won't even be that big of a deal. Just go out. You don't have to do a lot of drinking. You don't have to drink. Just go out and talk to her. Like, what's the fucking issue? Just go out and talk. Like, just get out of your chair. I hear this right now. Get out of your chair. It's just because you're being an antisocial little bitch. Just go out and have a conversation with her and you'll feel better because of it. But then I end up avoiding that. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Like, I just won't do it. I just won't be social. I won't go hang out with the person that I've been communicating with, for so long. Not even. It's just all these things. And it's like this whole situation. It's this whole situation. It's like nobody's ever on the same wavelength of just doing something. It's always one person doing something because the other person wants to do it. And you're like, well, that's my friend. I'll do that, but I don't really feel like it. It's always some self-sacrifice things. And I don't like the vibe of that type of dynamic. I don't like the whole you're sacrificing because I want to do it. I want to have people in my life where we're wanting to do the same thing. It just so happens I do want to do what she's doing tonight, but I just don't want to do it tonight. It's just a day thing for me. I'm not big into Thursday night drinking. It's not about the money. I have the money to drink. It's just Thursday. I just don't want to do tonight because I know I'm going to be I'm trying to lose pounds. Like, she's not trying to cut weight. I'm trying to cut weight. And I'm not cut enough weight. Like, I weigh 150 today, and I've been plateauing at 150, but I can feel I need to get down to 145, more specifically 140. This is just a personal rant. But these are the reasons why we don't get our weight loss, because of nights like this. The way I have my life set up, I know I can afford to drink alcohol Friday and Saturday only to keep weight off of me and to continue to lose it. If I drink 3 nights in a row, I'm not going to be able to detox and burn anything off. That's too many nights a week. Tonight, because I know that 1 drink will turn into 2, will turn into 3. I don't even want to have 1 drink. That's the thing. My blood sugar levels are already like stacked. And these are the situations that cause you to do things. And now I'm just going to sit here and not move. Because if I just sit still enough, the invitation will go. I haven't even texted her back. And it's just like, as long as I sit here still enough, high enough, that's why you get high. You just like, oh shit, because I'm just paralyzed. I can't move. Let me text her back. Fuck it. Being a puss clot. I just don't feel like going out tonight. And then I do want to hang out. I do want to kick it with her. It's just, I'm just not in that frequency. And I know she's going to be really excited. Okama, you hear me? You can text my reply. I feel like I have to go. I don't feel, it's as honest. I feel like not interested at all, which might be the best time to go, because I have zero interest in putting on an outfit to go sit there. And I don't care about what I look like. Girl. So I might go out with her. How much money do I have? And if you want to join us for a drink, Okama, at this point, fuck it. Let's just use the cash and we'll, you know what I mean? You want to do 1 drink at Scruff's after you get off work? Because I would only want to do this, Okama, if you join for at least one drink, and then we can dip. So I don't feel like I'm rushing away from her when you get off work, because you'll get off at 10. I'm going to get, it'll take me about 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get everything settled, kitty, you know, to establish myself down there. And I do want to see her. I'm kind of the reason why this is happening, because I texted her today about something else to let her know she was right about that. And that's what led her to be like, I'll be up. Because I know she's been wanting to hang out with me, but she doesn't know how to like ask me. And this is her one night off and she can be out. So it'll never happen again. I'll feel better if I do. It's just I didn't plan on doing it. And I'm not trying to drink a lot. So I'm giving myself a 1 drink rule. And I would like it to be you also join for at least just 1 drink, Okama. Are you down? Text me and let me know. Because I'm about to tell her. But I would like for you to join for only one beverage. Are you okay with that, Okama? Okay. Oh, I gotta go be social. God damn it. It's before. Okay, let me get my mind in the right state of mind. Okay, let me put some music on because I have to like go out. I'm very like, I'm not whimsical with being so, you know, there's people who are just always just out and about socializing, like throwing themselves to everybody. That's not my personality. I'm always very like deliberate about talking to people. Yes, I mean, I meet people in public, but I have to be, this is my home base. I go out and then I socialize. So I have to get in the right frame of mind to go do it. Because I'm not big on it. And I could do a whole stream about why I'm antisocial. Of course, everyone understands because everyone's fucking antisocial. To the most part. I can be incredibly social, but I have to gear myself up to leave this house to then be ready to talk to people because it's a whole wave of personalities that I'm not dealing with all day. And it's like, oh, goddamn, I absorb everyone's emotions. And then I'm carrying their emotions home with me. And I have to be, you know, for people who don't understand. So let me put music on to get in the right stream of mind. I got to take a shower. I got to do a lot of shit. I'm going to wear my pajamas. That's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Girl, I'm going to take a shower and come out in my pajamas. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Let me take a quick shower. I'm going to tell her and come out in my pajamas. Let me take a quick shower. It's going to be pajama party night, girl, because we don't care. I'm not going in there dressed up. I'll dress up tomorrow, girl. This is Thursday. I love this song right now. This is like the theme of the week. Lady Dead. Nobody knows what this bitch looks like, but it goes hard for what it's worth. I think it's a white girl.
Ain't no love up in me, sissy. You can see me on my grind. Even in the middle of darkness, Lady Dead will always shine. All I need is an any and my money plus my weed. Rest assured my music thumping, bust a boy that's guaranteed. All these whack-ass female rappers wanna sound like Lady Dead. You should give up on your rapping, you should work a job instead. Cheap and plenty haters, and because my pockets ain't no meat, you will never top my level and receive what I achieve. Got my own damn car, my own damn can say you're macking, baby. I don't need no wedding band. Ain't no cooking, ain't no cleaning, that ain't in my DNA. And these suckers trying to date me, best believe they gon' get paid. Take your car keys and your wallet, cause I'm trying to have some things. And this body got you hypnotized, can't get me out your brain. I don't need your itty bitty dick, I just need cheese and beef. I don't want relationships, especially no family. All I need is my weed and my
Well, look at all the intel. I'm grateful to see what I'm seeing in the chat. To a point. But it's better than usual. Thank you to the people who've contributed something that's not entirely retarded. Okay, that goes to, I'll shout them out. What I will acknowledge, troll or not, community or not, I don't care if you're trolling me and pretending to be smart or pretending to be interested, or I'm just going to acknowledge what I see and not even be deep with it. I'll play along. Deep Sleep, thank you for being here. Grief and Stephen. And that's about it. But hey, 3 is better than none. Good job. That's, at least we have 3, because we've been dealing with 0. You know what I mean? So 3 is a lot. I mean, I'm about quality, not quantity. So hundreds of views. 3 of those people are good. Great. We'll cast the rest of them into the lake of fire, girl, because we don't care. It's about quality for me. So thank you to y'all for contributing something that's not total trash. Something, you know. We'll give credit where it's due around here, because it's been a goddamn desert of just depravity, and just like, if there's something, just a little drop of something real, we say thank goodness, because this chat has been real dingy and real dry for a long time. I just read it. I just looked at the chat, by the way. I haven't looked at it since I said I stopped. So now I am. So thank you. Thank you. I will thank you for giving something that usually is not happening in the chat. And no, I was not trolling with the thumbnail. It's not clickbait. It's literal. And the title's not clickbait either. Because this is nudity. It's called expressing yourself. That's what nudity is about. Honesty. The stripping your clothes off is not the end of the rainbow here. It's just a step. But real nudity is about exposing yourself emotionally, your soul, to somebody. That's what it's about. And that's how I'm naked. Okay? And fuck the clothes also, you know. I'm going to put on some music, and then I'm going to vibe out, and I got to go take a shower and put my pajamas on and walk out this house like I give a shit. You know, like I give a shit. What song do we want to hear in this playlist that we're honestly getting sick of? We're honestly getting sick of this music, but we're going to play Evil Pimp, Tired of This Hoe. It's a musical selection for this evening. I'll treat it like it's Beethoven's Ninth. I don't care. It's a work of fucking art, Tired of This Hoe. I can put on Beethoven's Ninth and talk about the elements of that, or I could put on Evil Pimp, Tired of This Hoe. It's just as sacred to me.
Saying no, so I'ma drop her off at the next corner store. Round with this joint, bitch, I'm gone on that road. I'm round with this joint, bitch, I'm tired of this hoe. And I just wanna fuck, but yet this hoe is saying no, so I'ma drop her off at the next corner store. Round with this joint, bitch, I'm gone on that road. I'm round with this joint, bitch, I'm tired of this hoe. And I just wanna fuck, but yet this hoe is saying no. So I'ma drop her off at the next corner store. Don't wanna date this bunch of coochie. Now Evil Pimp won't buy your Gucci. Don't take your head back to the front. Let's get it down. This wanna be hoochie. Everyone knows that you hope he's screwing. Known in the hood, go get a good chewing. Home with the knee just like you're praying. Then you back and start to sue it. Don't get a top for the go get bitches. But I'm
That's why I just have to say this. That's why I've had to be very careful, because I live within walking distance of the bar. It's too easy for me to just be in that bitch. So I have to just like make sure I keep a safe distance from that area. Otherwise, I could just be down there, and it'll always lead me to the bar, because everybody that is down there that I know that works down there, that is owners of, I know managers and owners down there that I'm cool with. I'm not going to get into the relationship or the type of relationship, that's irrelevant, but I know owners of businesses downtown and managers of businesses downtown and people who work at the businesses. I know all three types of people, and it always leads to the bar because all of them love to drink and party. So my relationship with all these people always involves drinking. So I have to be very careful spending a lot of time down there in the watering hole, because it's only going to lead, the relationships, a lot of them will lead to drugs and parties, and that's what they do for fun. So I don't really try to get that involved with them. I'm nice to them. I talk to them at the bar. We have conversations, but to build off of that is very slippery, because it involves mansion parties, drugs, and really toxic sex lives. And I'm not trying to get sucked into that lifestyle again. This whole culture here is just sex and drugs and alcohol. None of it's good. None of it's positive. It's bad vibes. It sounds good. Because it's so dead here. They put all of their energy into, they party hard around here, by the way. Like, that's the culture. They throw down, like, whether it's at the bar or at a house or a lake. Partying here is the thing. It looks fun because it's so boring during the week. You throw down so hard on Friday and Saturday. It numbs you out. It knocks you out to begin the work week again. That's how hard they go. Sexually, I'm talking about sex parties at people's houses in the suburbs, girl. They got massive sex parties here, just in regular neighborhoods. I've seen it, like having full orgies in a basic ass suburb, bruh. And it's regular. It's nothing around here. I don't know if other places have this shit going on. I've never seen it, but it's like here in Columbus, it's sex parties. You just meet people. They go to church on Sunday and everything. Okay? So it's hard to make friends here, because you end up, they suck you into their lifestyle. It's hard to like maintain your own type of culture and then meet people, because everybody you meet is going to suck you into their lifestyle. That's the problem. They don't get sucked into my lifestyle. I'm just a stoner hippie. I go to the bar too, but they're like, oh, you're here. You want to get sucked into our lifestyle? It's just sex. It's sex shit, bro. It's all sexual fucking sex shit. Goddamn orgies and eyes wide shut parties. For real. Mansion parties, orgies and gangbangs. That's what they do around here. So it's hard to meet people. Because they're like, oh, you don't like that shit? Okay, bye. And it's like, I mean, we could have kicked it. You could have kicked it. I mean, I can hang out with people who do that shit. Like that's not all you have to do. I'm trying to show them a different lifestyle. Like, I'm meeting the orgy drug addict, like alcoholism party people. And like, I'm cool with them. Like, I know how to talk to them. I can relate to them, but it's like, they want me to do what they do with them. And it's like, can you just come chill, like, for a little bit? Like, I'm over here at the nudist stoner house. Like, yeah, I drink a little alcohol too. Like, that's what we have in common. But it's like, I don't need to get sucked into your lifestyle, dude. Anyways, I got to go take a shower. I got to go. I'll see you soon, Okama. I'll be at Scruffy's. Just meet me there.